we had to pull the safety pin out of there and turn it off, but it just won't go off. It won't do anything. It won't start, won't go into gear. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, welcome back to Man vs. 50. So I do a lot of videos on Corvette Z06s, and this video is totally different because I've made another purchase, something that I'm so in love with, but it went from being like one of the happiest days of my life to being like one of the worst. And I just never thought I would have this kind of issues with a brand new car. But this 2026 Ram 3500 dually, which I was so excited to get, literally died on me. And if you watch Doomsday Diesel, he talks about all the things that are wrong with it, but he has a 2025. I had no idea that I was going to go through all this, and I had no idea that this was an issue. But it makes no sense to me because, as he says in his video, this should be a safety recall and these problems should be addressed and fixed. So let me back up a little bit and I will show some videos, smaller videos that I took on my iPhone while all this was happening, because I wasn't prepared to do a shoot because I had no idea this was going to happen. So I picked up my 2026 and I was, like I said, so excited. It's just such a beautiful truck. It's a 3500 limited dually short bed. The truck just looks so good. I looked at Fords, I looked at the GMC, and to me, nothing compares to the look of the Ram. So I get this truck, take it home for the weekend. Again, very excited. I ceramic coated the entire interior. I was just getting it ready. Okay. So this was the first dually that I've ever owned. It's always been like a childhood dream to have one. I know it's like sports cars and things like that. Yes. Dreams also. But ever since I watched Lethal Weapon, I know I'm dating myself, and Mel Gibson was driving a dually. It just looks so cool. And I always wanted one. And then I've seen several since, and I always wanted one, but really had no reason to get one. And we are going to be towing a fifth wheel, so I decided to get one. Pick it up and take it home for the weekend. Again, ceramic coat it. And then I'm driving it. I picked it up with 50 miles. It had 26 miles on it when I picked it up. Had it for the weekend. Decided to take my wife out on a Sunday with it just to drive it. It's been a while since she's ridden in a dually, so I wanted to take her out. Everything was great. Then all of a sudden, the entire electrical system went haywire. And I'll show this down below on a video to watch. Four-wheel drive system temporarily unavailable. It's showing the service electronic stability control. ABS is out. Check engine light. Front collision, service anti-lock brake system, park sense temporarily unavailable. Yeah. Airbags, traction control, check engine light, every alert that you could possibly have on your car started going off. Like everything started going haywire. And I was freaked out. I had no idea what was going on. So I called the dealership. They told me to bring it in on Monday morning and they would look at it and clear the codes. Took it into the dealership. They plugged it in and cleared some codes and said, hey, if it happens again, just bring it back. There's a known issue with the speed sensors. And Doomsday Diesel talks about this. There's a known issue with the speed sensors. Okay, the first thing that ran through my mind is, if there's an issue, then just fix it and like save me the hassle. But it was a new truck. I wasn't really thinking that clearly on it because I was just like, okay, because I had an appointment that day to go get tint put on and talk to him about doing some PPF. So I drive to my guy, V Pro Tinner's awesome here in North Houston. And parked out front. He's getting ready to pull it in to do the tinting, do all that stuff. And this is where the nightmare started.
So at least now, I mean,
It's not run.
if it had to, well, that.
Well, let me just push it back. Will that put it back in park? If I push it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it went in like
No,
it got
yeah.
put in the park when it was kind of on the hill, so it didn't go all the way in.
See if it'll start and see what it does now. That's
You push the safety back in.
yeah, I see. Put it back. That's weird.
He turns it on, and we can't get it in gear. And all the warning lights are going off. Everything on the dashboard's lit up like a Christmas tree. The other part is not only can we not put it into gear, we can't shut it off. It will not shut off. Like literally the car won't shut off. Well, it came to my attention later that because of these speed sensors causing so much havoc on the electrical system, and I found all this out afterwards, that the car doesn't even realize it's tripping the computer so bad the car doesn't even realize that it's in drive, park. It just thinks it's in neutral. So you can't do anything. Like literally can't do anything with it. So I'm stuck there with this truck running. No one can turn it off. No one can do anything. Thankfully, there were some mechanics in another bay across from where the tin shop is. And one of them got underneath the truck because he said on the old Rams, you could pop it into gear, something underneath in the transmission above my pay grade. But he goes, these new ones, you can't do that. So he said, there should be a kill switch behind the dash that we can pull. So we had to pull a panel off and pull the kill switch, and we were able to turn it off then. I tried starting it again. Same thing. I thought the computer might reset itself. Same thing, just haywire, won't work. I called the dealership. The dealership had to come and put it on a wrecker. The car at this point has 148 miles on it. 148 miles, and it's being towed back to the dealership because there's an issue with the speed sensors, which again, doesn't make any sense to me. So at this point, my wife is in like, what is going on? Mind you, this is a $103,000 MSRP truck. $103,000 MSRP truck. And it's being towed back to the dealership with 148 miles on it. A lot of confusion going on. She's very concerned that, we had plans to go take our fifth wheeler to Florida. She's very concerned that we're going to be driving this and this thing's going to happen. We're going to be stuck on the side of the road with a fifth wheel hooked on the back of us and a dead truck. So I called the dealership. I talked to the sales manager, who, by the way, Mac Hike, North Houston, were amazing with this situation. So I decided I'm not taking this truck again because it's a mess. Like it literally is a mess. So I was very fortunate to be working with such a great dealership that we were able to I was able to order a brand new truck because I, again, was extremely uncomfortable with the state of the truck. This is before I really knew all the details of everything going on. Like I said, Doomsday Diesel outlines a lot of these issues, which again have occurred on my truck. Okay. So I was able to order a new one, which I had to wait over 2 months to get it. added a few extras to it. I will be doing videos on this truck. I did a lot of work to it, a lot of stuff. I had it lifted, whatever. But the ironic part is after everything was done on the lift and I was driving the truck on my new one, the same exact thing happened. Not to the extent of my first truck, thank God. But it started going wacko. Electrical system, all the alerts came on. I drove straight to the dealership and they replaced the speed sensors and it fixed everything. Why? To Doomsday Diesel's point, this is a safety recall. If the truck is going to break down on the side of the road and you can't start it, or I'm sorry, you can't put it into drive, you can't turn it off, that is a safety issue. Okay. The speed sensors need to be a safety recall. I figured in 2 months' time that it took to build my truck, they would have figured out the sensor issue and fixed it when they were building the truck. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this makes no sense to me. Why it's a known issue and they're not fixing it. And don't get me started about the fuses and all these other things that we will talk about. But these speed sensors cause havoc on your electrical system because one sensor is off, it throws everything. It's like a chain effect and throws everything off. Why they're not fixing this when they're building these trucks, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. And it's a problem. The truck these aren't cheap trucks. I mean, $103,000 for a pickup truck. Granted, it's beautiful. It has everything. But it's $103,000. There's a known issue that should be a safety recall, and they're not doing it. So they waited until my brand new truck, instead of just being proactive and changing them out, but they can't just do that. Unless there's a recall on it, they can't just go changing out pieces because they want to, because Ram or Stellantis has to give them the okay to do that stuff because they have to pay for the tech's time. I get it. Why Stellantis hasn't released a safety recall on the speed sensors is beyond my comprehension. I don't understand it. So instead, I have one truck with 148 miles that completely went crazy, towed back to the dealership, had to wait 2 months, ruined our trip to Florida, caused a lot of problems. Then I get my brand new truck, drives great, drove it to Dallas, had it lifted, a lot of work, again, video coming, and the same thing starts to happen to it. And thankfully, I'm able to drive to the dealership and get it repaired. This is a problem. I mean, it is a quality control issue problem at where they're building these trucks in Mexico. I don't understand how, as a consumer, they're allowing this to happen. I mean, thankfully, the truck, Cummins engine, amazing. The truck's beautiful. Everything about this truck is fantastic, except some of these little nuances that are so ridiculous that could be prevented and make this buying experience so much better that they could have fixed this, and instead they're allowing this to happen. $103,000. My new truck, because when I went to order it, I added the air ride, I added some towing, additional towing stuff. It actually booked out at close to 109, which again, for a dually pickup truck, is a lot of money. So to Doomsday Diesel, I like to give props to other YouTubers who put out information that's actually really, really helpful and really good. And hopefully people will find this video useful when I show some of the stuff that there is a problem with these trucks and they need to be addressed and they need to be fixed, and stop leaving it for us to find it on YouTube on how to fix our trucks. The fact that I have to go underneath the hood and push all of the fuses in tight so they seat right because the robot at the where they're building the trucks in Mexico isn't calibrated properly to push the fuses all the way down. That's a problem. Like, I just don't, some of this stuff is so like, isn't that just an easy fix? Like, what are we doing? I mean, if it's a known issue, why aren't they being proactive to fix it? So I wanted to put this video out. I wanted to show what happened to me, my experience. Again, the dealership, Mac Hike, North Houston, amazing, took care of me. I'll give them their props. They did everything possible to help me. Why Stellantis isn't being proactive with this, I'll never understand. All right, here it is, broken down. Let's see if it's still. You can tell the battery's starting to die. It's just, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I mean, it's been on in this mode and nobody knows what's going on. It's just bad. So they're sending a tow truck here to get it, so we'll figure it out. 148 miles. Good Lord. So you got done watching the video. You see everything. Again, Mac Hike, Tisha down at Mac Hike, sales manager, fantastic, helped me out a ton. I give them their props. They did everything they could to help me. They're still very proactive with me on my truck and what we did with the speed sensors. This is a Stellantis issue. This is an issue from the manufacturer that should be fixed. Why they haven't fixed it, I have no idea. But thank you for watching. I just want you guys to know, please subscribe. It helps a ton. And hopefully you'll find this video extremely useful. And when you're out, if you're out looking to buy one of these, you need to know the issues ahead of time. And hopefully, knock on wood, the speed sensors have been changed. Hopefully, my issues are fixed and I can enjoy this beautiful truck. So thanks again, Man vs. 50. Please subscribe again. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.